Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe.
And I am Ricky. Today we're reviewing Mia London and the case of the 625 Scoundrels. This game is about Mia, who is trying to figure out the Scoundrel of London.
And in this game, what you're doing effectively is you're trying to, well, I mean, like Ricky said, you're trying to figure out who the scoundrel is. And the way you're going to do that is before the game begins, and we'll go through a quick playthrough and review because it's a short game. We're going to go ahead and shuffle up each of these decks of cards. You're going to shuffle up each of the decks containing one of the features of the scoundrel. And we're going to put that into the box off to the side. And then we're going to rinse and repeat with another deck, rinsing the mustache of the scoundrel. Because the scoundrel is going to have a bow tie, a mustache, some spectacles, some glasses,
and some spectacles,
and a hat. So we're putting one of each of these into the box. Now, in these decks of cards, there are 2 copies of each feature. So as we put a copy into the box, unknown, what we're effectively doing is we're reducing one of the copies down to 1, and then we, together, or really separately, we're competing here,
we're competing.
have to figure out who is the scoundrel and how we're going to do that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the top hat. We're going to push these off to the rest of the side.
Yes.
And you'll start with the top hat, making it very simple. I'll go ahead and be the dealer, and we're going to be dealing these cards onto the table in order to effectively see if we can tell which hat was missing. And in the round one's easy, we're going to have 4 different hats, 4 different piles put onto the table. Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. Move this back a bit, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. We were able to figure that one out pretty easily.
Yeah,
so the first pile is going to be the easiest of the group. You're going to have to get continuously easier. Now, in this book over here, I'll show you, not Ricky. Ricky, close your eyes. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one because I'm pretty sure that's the one that is special. And then you're going to use your binder to lock that in place. So you're going to lock that in using your book. Okay? Ready for the next pile?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to move these off to the side, and we're going to proceed with the spectacles. So, spectacles are going to be 3 piles, so we're getting a little bit tighter, a little bit less things we can look at the top. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and set it, and mine was also, don't show me your book. I'm not copying from you.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead, rinse, and repeat with the next one. Now, hopefully you're following along. Hopefully you are able to tell exactly who the scoundrel is as well, because if the 2 of us fail, we'll need your help. And now we'll go ahead, and now we do 2 piles, and I'm going to speed it up because this is just too easy.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, I got nothing. Yeah, this is where we fail. So we're gonna need your help in this. No rewinding the video. That's cheating. Which of these mustaches only had 1 copy? I think it was this one, but I'm not certain at all. You have to figure it out.
I know.
See, I know one that it wasn't, and only one that it wasn't. The rest is.
I'm going to guess this.
Okay, well, I got mine selected, so it doesn't really matter. You got it? You got this?
Yes, I'm closing my book.
And now we're down to 1 pile with the bow tie. The final feature of the scoundrel. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Ready, set.
Oh, I know it is.
I know it is too. I know it is. No, I know.
I think I know.
I know. Okay.
I think I know.
Nope, I got it. And again, make sure you're getting this along the way, because if one of us fail, well, if both of us fail, we're in trouble. Because it is a competitive game, a game where we're trying to beat each other, but at the end of the day, if we both fail, there's still a scoundrel running around London. Or is it London? I just call it. Well, why is your name Mia London? That's a weird last name. Is your name Ricky Cleveland?
No, it's just called Mia London because that's a good name.
Okay, sure. Let's take your word for it. Oh, okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready? Let's slide your book forward. And then ready, set, go. Let's review. You want to reveal? Here, get yours ready. Get yours ready. Yes. Ready, set, reveal. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't think it. I know I saw that twice.
Uh-oh.
I know I did.
Uh-oh. So I'm not actually sure who won or didn't win. We're going to go ahead and take the box. We're going to grab those cards out. And we're going to go ahead and reveal them. Now, Ricky, I'm pretty sure you and I are both incredibly confident that the hat is that hat.
Yeah, because that was the last hat.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Now, I think we're less confident, but we still seem fairly certain
Fairly
that the
confident.
spectacle
Fairly confident.
is that spectacle.
Woo!
Dun, dun, dun!
Dun.
And then, I don't think we were nearly as confident about the
I
mustache.
was not that confident.
Ready? Dun, dun, dun!
Dun, dun, dun.
And then finally, and lastly, and this is where one of us will win, or both of us will lose, but we're definitely not both going to win.
Because we did different thingy thingies.
You ready? You want to reveal it?
What?
Dun, dun, dun!
What? I know I saw that twice.
Yeah, that's not the way you're supposed to win when you're playing with your kids. You should be very kind and patient and not go, yes, ha 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 ha.
Oh, that was straight.
Are you still?
That was straight. I thought that was
Yes,
fancies.
I am normally a good sport, but not when we're on camera. And so, I am the victor, and I have figured out who Mia London and this... well, I know we all know who Mia London is, but I figured out who the Scoundrel is. Thank you for your help along the way. And now, it's time for... For what? What's it time for?
The review.
The review! That's right, it's time for the review. So, Ricky, you know the format. You know what we're doing here.
Yes, I do.
What do you like about this game?
I like the artwork. The fact that it's a memory game, and it's a flip book.
Okay.
An example of artwork.
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah.
Sure.
An example of the artwork is, look here.
Oh, this is adorable.
Looky here. There's a little scoundrel with ketchup on his fingers. Then there's a ketchup bottle. And then there's a Ferris wheel covered in ketchup.
That's on the back side. She's pointing to the back side.
A what?
Yep, there we go.
What?
You were pointing to different sides.
Heh.
Alright. Lots of fun artwork, basically.
Yes.
Oh, you were pointing to the right side. You were doing it correctly. That is a Ferris wheel covered in ketchup. That's really a picture of a Ferris wheel covered in ketchup, not a Ferris wheel covered in ketchup.
I know that.
Anything else you like?
Yes, I like how it's a memory game. I have to remember. Ooh, is it this one? Is it this one? Oh, I'm so not sure. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one. And I like how it's a flip book, so you don't forget your answers.
Cool. Oh, that's true. The way they have the lock-in system, where as you flip a different thing, you hold this in place using the flap and then put it in. You can also reference the flap, by the way. You can have the flap in front of you as a quick reference for different things if you need access to that. For myself, I like a few things. First of all, it's quick and easy to teach, as you saw, obviously.
Yeah.
Quick and easy to play, again, as you saw, obviously. The artwork is very weird, but also manages to work for the game. It does the job.
Silly and weird.
It's silly on all that.
Silly, weird.
Yeah, overall, I think it's a quick, simple, easy, accessible game. One that yeah, we like. As far as what you didn't like, what do you not like about the game? Anything? Nothing? You're all out of ideas?
Okay, I can't.
Okay, cool. So for myself, I don't like and
Fine. Found one.
Okay.
It gets very, it's a very stressful game.
Ooh.
One thing, stressful.
Oh, okay. Sure. Anything else?
No.
So one more thing I'm going to put in the what I like category before I get into what I don't like is I do like how you can mix up the tempo of the game to modify it to, well,
Kids.
you can't really, so you can modify it to people of different skill levels, but not people within the same game of different skill levels. What I mean by that is you can go faster. The person dealing the cards does not have to be in the game, by the way. They don't have to be in the game. Yeah, exactly what Ricky's doing. You can either go fairly slowly, you can have multiple piles, you can have fewer piles,
Actually,
or you can go
the
1,
rule-
2, 3, 4.
Actually, the rule is hats are
four, yep.
for.
And do we believe in rules, Ricky?
Yes, unless they're bad ones.
Yeah, so the rules do firmly say hats are 4, then 3, then 2, then 1.
Which actually a good rule.
It's a good sequencing.
That modifies it.
Yeah, but you
Good
can mix it up
sequence.
however you
can
want
mix it.
to improve your own experience once you follow that core set. But the speed is going to be a huge thing. Modifying the speed to suit different player counts. So if people are having a hard time, you can go faster. If people are having people are having a hard time, you can go slower. If people are having a hard time, you go faster. That's
Easy
me.
time.
Yeah, that's
You said
me.
hard time.
Yeah, so overall, I like the modified difficulty aspect of the game. As far as what I didn't like, so you mentioned that you find it a little stressful.
Yes, a little stressful sometimes.
I would love to see more in the game. I think, first of all, it's Mia London and the 625 Scoundrels. If you haven't figured out why. Why 625?
Yes.
Because 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625 different configurations of possible villains. And I'd like there to be more than that. I would love to have, if the game included an extra 5 mustaches, and then you had 2 different flipbooks, or 2 copies of each flipbook, so you can go through 10. Meaning, or just a way of modifying the difficulty even further, of giving you more options, I think would give the game even longer life, so to speak.
And I found another thing.
Sure.
It would be funner if it was not all like boring blacks,
Okay.
and like each thing had a different color. Like,
Well, you
all
know
the
why
bow
they did that,
tie-
though.
What?
You know why they did that, though.
No.
Because if they made it colorful, you can easily think to yourself, well, the reds are there, the
No,
blues are there.
no, I mean like each section is one type of color.
That would work.
All the bow ties are either blue are blue. All the mustaches are a fun hair color like orange or pink.
Yes, most mustaches are pink.
The glasses could be like blue or all like bronze, and the hats I think black actually does make sense for top hats.
Sure. Yeah, but
Maybe
I would
red.
love to see more options in the game overall. While I really
Yeah,
like
the
the
options
experience
are
that it
fun.
gives, it's going to be one that if you pull it out too frequently, you're going to get things just one, two, three because they're all
Actually-
there. So it's one of those things you want to pull out either infrequently or ideally get an expansion pack, the same game. That it
But
would
they
be cool if you
haven't
can
yet.
clip things in or out so you could really modify whether you're playing with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or etc.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And you can mix up the different types you have. I like the core system. It's a fun little simple memory game. Isn't too punishing. Is a lot of fun to play. My favorite part personally was the last
Dominates.
game we played where you
dominate.
figured it out and the 2 adults at the table did not. I really appreciated
Three adults
that.
or 3 adults.
3 adults at the table did not get it correctly, and Ricky did. I really appreciated that moment. But other than that, yeah. So that's would be what I didn't. The one thing I didn't like, so to speak. As far as final thoughts and score.
My final thoughts. I actually did find another thing I like.
Sure, go for it.
Another thing I like is that there's no rules against mixing up all the different types of things in a pile and then just dealing out it like bow ties, glasses, hats, and mustaches randomly, not knowing which one's going to come out. If you want to have if it's getting very, 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 very easy, then just do
You're just
that.
saying make a complete chaos?
Yes, that is complete chaos, and I'm like, what's this? Oh, I don't know.
That definitely would solve the easiness part.
Yes, that would solve extra easiness part.
Final thoughts and score.
That was my. Okay, now my score is I think it's either 4.
4 to 5. Okay, cool.
It's 4 to 5.
Any final thoughts, or that was your final thoughts?
My final thought. Oh yes. Would you like to explain? Would you like to tell them other games in this company?
Well, we'll be reviewing other games in this company one at a time. The company here is going to be. I'm going to butcher the name because I was specifically told how to pronounce this and I forgot. But
Scorpion Masque.
is it Masque? I think it's Scorpion
Masque.
Mask. Scorpion Mask, I think.
Masque.
But I don't know. But either way, we have a few games from this company that we'll be reviewing one at a time. Zombie. Don't tell people. Yeah, we've been playing Zombie Kids for a long time, and we need to finish it before we review it. And then from there we'll go on to Zombie Teens, and then there's other stuff. Not Clocats. Clocats is Haba.
Oh, but
Yeah,
I thought
different company.
no, I know it said Scorpion Masque.
Yep.
Masque too.
Either way, we'll go through that. But yeah, as far as my final thoughts and score, overall I think Mia London is a...
Yes, actually.
Can I do my final thoughts? Overall, I think Mia London is a great little memory game that has a specific spot. It's more of an experience than a game. It falls in the category of things like The Mind or whatnot, where there's not a ton of gameplay here. It's a memory game, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to have a mechanically driven system like many other games that we review. I think this is a great party trick of a kid's game. It's fun and easy to pull out, teach, and yes, we have actually played this with adults at the table with the kids, clearly as we discussed already, although I've never pulled it out with adults alone. But I mean, it's just a fun rapid fire memory game. My biggest critique is going to be whether it has legs, whether it's going to stay interesting for a long time, as opposed to just being something you pull out infrequently. Because again, what it does well, but it's very much a one-trick pony in that sense. For myself, rating it as a game that I like playing with my daughter, my family, whatnot, I'd give it a 3 out of 5. It's really, really good at the one thing it does. But it only does one thing, which is why I have a hard time giving it higher than a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 is going to be a good, solid game. Nothing, not amazing, not blowing away, but a good, solid game that we enjoy. And that's basically it. That's going to be our review. Anything else, or we're done?
We're done.
We're done. Until next time, I am Alex.
I'm Ricky.
And...
Goodbye.
Hey! And I will try again.
For later.
I am Alex.
And I am Ricky. And
You don't even know what it is, do you?
what?
So mine is have a good one, but do you want to come up with your
I
own?
don't have one that doesn't sound weird.
So you want to come up with your own separately later and we'll figure it out?
Later.
Cool. We'll figure it out later. But until next time, something or other.